Okay, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time it is in Japan. Um, so, mom asked, do you regret not participating in activities other than sports as a kid, i.e., Boy Scouts, playing an instrument, camping, etc.? So, I had my initial gut reaction to this was, yeah, of course. I've always thought about being more well-rounded, and I think we've discussed that a little bit here, and having different opportunities and being a different type of an adult. But giving it some more thought, I would also say no. I think the life that I have right now and um, the way we were brought up, I have no regrets. I don't I don't want to say that I'm sad about it because I'm not. Um, we our last question was about Oregon Duck football. Ducks play at 12:30 today. That's still a big part of my life. Um, Watched some MLB last night. Took in some volleyball last night. Um, I've got the FanDuel app on my phone, so I'm, you know, making dollars, play some bets on sports, um, and going back to just the leadership stuff and the team oriented, the cooperative efforts of a team sports. So, regret, no, I don't regret it. I loved almost all of it. So now that being said, um, raising my own kids, I'm definitely aware of trying not to be sports all the time. So um, it's a little bit different. The oldest was not into sports at all, and so um, it didn't really play a big role in her life. I think we ended up doing volleyball because that's what I knew. I knew sports, so and I pushed really hard for that, really hard, as hard as I could from the position I was in, I guess let's say. So, and I think that turned out for the most part. Wish it would have turned out a little bit different, but um, I think she learned a lot from it, and I think she actually ended up really enjoying it. Um, but again, another life lesson that was learned, and hopefully she's learned from it and made some friends and enjoyed it. So, um, middle child's a little different. She's just into dance. So there's this. I love that she's into dance, and I love that she's loving it. And I really like that I know nothing about it. I think I can help her enjoy it and see the positives, and I don't have to go to her performances and critique the video and say, well, that turn didn't it didn't look so good on that turn, or whatever that it might be. I can just sit back and be a supportive parent, and there's something to be said for that. So I like that. Youngest child's going to be a little different. Trying to let him dictate where he'd like to go, and be aware of that. Um, if he wants to play or do whatever, I'm open to playing or doing whatever. Um, he comes home and wants to play ball, and all of them. So we end up doing a lot of sports, but I think he ends up driving most of that. So I'm still very comfortable with it. There will probably be a time, and I hope I'm aware of that time when maybe me being his coach just doesn't make the most sense. If it becomes one of those things where there's just too much tension or conflict between the two of us, that I can step away, and maybe he'll enjoy the sport a little bit more, or maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna be a fantastic coach all the way through, and we'll see what happens. I'm also aware that he, expressed interest in maybe doing some karate or something else, something that was not a ball sport. And my head immediately went to, well, that's not going to fit into our current soccer, baseball, and hopefully basketball this year schedule. So I need to make sure that I'm keeping an open mind about what types of activities he participates in. But for all the kids, I always have really emphasized, well, if you're not going to do something, if you want to quit doing this or don't want to do something, what is it that you're going to do? Because you're going to do something. Girl Scouts, volleyball, whatever the activity may be. I think ultimately we just want to keep them busy. So to go back when I first saw that question too, regrets about Boy Scouts? No, nope. I think the Wagners were in Boy Scouts at one point, and I think I just made fun of them. So Boy Scouts was never something that I was interested in, or probably would be at this point. But the camping and fishing and the outdoors stuff, yeah, that would have been really good to be more involved with. But making up for lost time now, so we're trying to do all of that stuff and expose everybody to everything and see what sticks. So I think that's all I've got. Regret? Nope, I don't regret. I have very little regrets. I've made a lot of mistakes. Maybe would do things differently, but um, Ducks play at 12:30 today, and I'm stoked about watching that game. And Blazers just started the season. Interested to see what they can do. Um, so that's all I got for tonight, or this morning, or whatever time it is in Japan. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.